Etifo assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh musum for you ti ada wani ya na monye so say enue nyina ba wo so ebe ka be no me a few questions ribisa some rasta bi but rasta no call Mami Grace show no so me and my sister Mami Grace no mo tag my sister Mami Grace wo mu say na be rasta man no bi hu sa questions we Rasta way a very brilliant and intelligent guy and I love the show, you know. We've all been Rastas before. Now me carried dreadlock once upon a time. Yeah, I be paying what I say. And we were into dancehall link kahon. So you may be saying we are interested in it and we love to question. Some of us, you know, we have learned little about Africa and we know little about Africa kakra. So we can see me, we need to question you. Montagi me about Mami Grace was a video mo. Now you miss that question, inshallah. Mestre say moba tage yenu aba Mami Grace sene ba ya obeboa na rasta no behu sa questions we free say e ho no call what you say bibi esumi fidie na wa na ye besen akọ ekoyi aboa no what you say na the questions na mpese me bisa no very simple questions and they are brief montage Mami Grace and famame na omboa na question we enkoto rasta Mami Grace a very wonderful woman onyotwe enya adoa ni show no wotan wallahi billahi lazi wotan wa ho or very fair to a program or mobile platform to come and deliver and say what he knows best. And due to this, I will say thank you to her and her team for bringing such a wonderful program. Among this, I am here and let me question rasta questions we. I hope say me nuaba and a young ambassador no people for yamba no question we akoto yenua rasta inshallah.
English ya kankasa sorry enkran bani ya bekasa kankasa enkran kasa tam na omoba usabofun ba mpoano na mudi agro nti omo relate with enkran kona enkran na marketing no abeda from Cape Coast those days tina abeda enkran ti omo buy no mo ni yedi sa edwa na enkrafo no safi omo tetrema no ye think kakran ne omo kire no no mo person mo refer abrofo ni say sisi an omo tetrema ejeje na ye ka won krakasa mu say bia ne amelile enloshi amelile ngoshi kire say omo tetrema no isiso ti ye tini omo de omo kire no iti amelile enloshi no
ana ye English
ana broni be ka say English o person trust say see ano ono na wo friend say English ni no ono trust say see ano no what say wo refer so English ni it ono friend who say English just say you all say no English so no it ye na na
do mean kasa rasta way o twantoro but I would like to ask few questions na onyima no because Quran say fasalu ahli dhikri in kuntum la ta'lamun say onim biribia biso bi onim na onkyerɛw since abrofa kasa free akan kasa mu English come akosotoma those things now we have questions to ask. We can ask him questions and over by penisa, but let's go it this way. Let do in the way. Before I ever minimum say abrofo de omo free Ghana and obi anim either some free Scotland, Portugal, England, okay, sorry, English, abrofo no kru and omo ba ha. Say before abrofo no be free abrochiri ho no mo aba Ghana hanom no. Ana aba Africa hanom no mo be sua aka na kasa no. Na kasa ba na waka. Ana omo use sign languages no mo de kasa. What was their language? And some of can no English, what are the sources? Because ultimately betna national program we so program kesi we so and make claims without any source. You need sources, document to prove and some are can. And so what was the language of the abrofono and sana mobile? Kasabe no moka. Say okay say customer, yani or customer. And when me question say, tie me ye pawo. Me question say, abrofono mobile no. Send no more customer. They will have it in their dialect and sana because me fan say, me say, me Julani kotokolini, me kotokolini. Because me die jade ma me Julani customer Jula for send e kano kotkoli for send o mo kano Hausa for saying omokano in their language. But se kasa no be photo from ebe fra kasa bi a bo se kasa we ewia we ni kasa we na kasa we so ewia we ni kasa we na abaya kasa baako. For example, the word doctor. Doctor e Arab for kasa. Abrofo use doctor. And also twi kasa mu. Twi kasa mu doctor e den. And so Arab fo be wi awo Africans so meboa. You have to be specific at a point ga enkran na omunya English efrimu at a point aigbe anase ever na yewinya brofo frimu at a point no so your friend is saying akan kasa twi kasa. So which one abrofo no be wi is it akan kasa anase twi kasa anase enkran kasa? You pese you be specific because omuntumi gather all the languages in yambomu no munwia at the same time. Omo agbefo no mu no might be different from omo enkranfo mu. Omo cape so might be different. So omuntumi take say nyina because me say me wo central region me ntumi me ntega. What you say? So obroni better central region no on tega. Unless ayo okohonom. Nyotena agbefo mu ontumi ntega ontumi twi. So which one we are married by what time when it is confusing into omonchre na yehu. In fact, kwan ben so na English language no ebe ye kasa na ye de be ye omoso beti onso yenso ye de. You be fe no the pre-colonial era, post-colonial era, and then colonial era. The pre-colonial era ye mra mo bai na ye nyina yent obi anti obi akasa. The colonial era ye mra yesua omo kire yen omo kasa no na yehu ka baako and a post colonial era ye mra yen anyone obi ati obi akasa. What you say? So abrofo kasa no nya English kasa enye nokure baako say nim nokure one say wallahi enim ya toro. In fact, Emmanuel Kwaku, University of Ghana, actual book of a modern Ghanaian artifact. Also in Anglophone West Africa, the country that had longest tutelage under British rule before independence was probably the Gold Coast, Ghana. By 1844, the Gold Coast had entered into treaty relation with Her Majesty governments, whereas Nigeria, for example, did so in 1916. This state of affairs gives the English language more than a century and a half existence in Ghana up to the present time. This historical fact should have made the topic of this article irrelevant, but unfortunately, the Ghanaian scene and the noises made about English in the country will not allow the topic to rest. Amono 1989. There is so much anxiety about the English language in Ghana that the topic is worth exploring at all levels. English was originally not a Ghanaian language. Asemnini Ayeka. English was originally not a Ghanaian language, nor African. In historical linguistic terms, it is a Germanic language of the Indo-European language family. Written by Header in 1744 to 1803. And it was quoted by Lyons in 1984, chapter 6, as postulating that just before the rise of German nationalism, there was an intimate connection between language and the national character. The Germans used this phenomenon to assert and authenticate their concept and identity of the German-speaking people during the first half century of the 20th century. The consequences of the extremities with which the Germans went in pursuit of this kind of thought those who were alive and adult at that time the agonies of war and the national disaster. It is also thought that the opprobrium that race and language can inflict on the world. Although Simon Peter, 1961, for instance, wrote his book Our Language, 1950 to 1960, after World War, he did not agree with the argument we are making when he was talking about. So, clear, brofo, and free, chim, true. And you never was so a bakabe. Sa intro some way in age, you know. Now, as a command, waba, odi being rasta na o defending tro kremoni bi no mistake and kaze koma na tro no didi natem you see
Annabi Muhammad Sayyidun Annabi Muhammad Adin Annabi Muhammad Muhudin Annabi Muhammad Muqaddamu Annabi Muhammad Azizun Annabi Muhammad Fadilun Annabi Muhammad Mufaddilun Annabi Muhammad Muhammad Annabi Muhammad Muhammad Annabi Rasulallah Annabi